Okay, this is Dracula Castlevania Legends. Wait. Castlevania Legends. New game. Standard mode. I don't know, light mode is probably easy. This is the tale of blah 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 blah. I just want to play the game. Why isn't it... Alright, let me try again. Okay, it's a Super Game Boy game, but apparently I can't get Super Game Boy Color. Oh. So yeah, this is an interesting one. It plays like the first two. It doesn't have the stage select. But it does have fast control, so it is superior to the first game. And this was a Super Game Boy game. Which means it would have worked on your Super Game Boy if you had that thing for the Super Nintendo. Which most Game Boy games at this point had. And this is a fairly late game. This was 97. So this is actually kind of pre-Pokemon, actually. Because I think Pokemon was 98 in America. It was 96 in Japan. So this was fairly late for a Game Boy game. So yeah, this would have been compatible with the Super Game Boy. Well, all Game Boy games were compatible with the Super Game Boy, but you would get special colors if you played it on the Super Game Boy. Fuck you! That was dumb. D-U-M-B. Dumb. Or should I say, dumb. That's how dumb it is. It's dumb. So far, yeah, this is a good game, actually. It's better than a lot of the other games I've been playing. Fuck you. Fuck you, stupid-ass muncher. If you're wondering, this is how the Game Boy Color looked. It was actual gray and black. It wasn't greenish, yellowish like it was in the old Game Boy, which I have. I actually do have a... This would have been Game Boy Pocket Color, actually. I actually have three kind of Game Boys. I have a Game Boy Pocket, and a Game Boy Color. Now, the Game Boy Pocket was basically a redesigned Game Boy, but the Game Boy Color actually had separate games for it. Though it did have games that were compatible with both. For instance, Dragon Warrior Monsters could play in both... Could actually play in your Super Game Boy. And it was actually a fairly late game. It was like 2001 or some shit. But I don't think Pokemon Gold and Silver could play in the Game Boy Color. I mean the Super Game Boy. Like the first three could. Oh. Even the hit sound sounds like the one from the NES. So yeah, this is actually a pretty good game. But it's better than the first one. The first Castlevania on the Game Boy was a piece of shit. Then again, it was like one of the earliest Game Boy games. It was 89. So, yeah. Games from back then didn't age well. Ghosts. Why the fuck not? Zombies, of course. It was a Dracula game, so there's gotta be fucking zombies. And bats and shit. Graphics are good, but not that good. Well, it's Game Boy. Knights. Oh. This game seems a little easier than the last one. Flick up the bat. Fuck you, batty. Actually making good progress in this game. But then for a Game Boy game, the levels in this are long as shit. Ghost homes in on you. That's annoying. Right there, I thought I increased my time a little bit. Oh, that's right, this game's got a time limit. I don't even remember if the other Castlevania games on the NES had a time limit. And I just played them. I know Simon's Quest didn't, because that's more of an exploration kind of game. So what was the point of going this way? Ah, I got an axe. Alright, this is going to be awesome. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so now that I know that way goes to the axe, we'll do this the normal way. Fuck you, zombie. Oh, fucking zombies. These guys are assholes. So that fireball's an upgrade. It's a weapon upgrade, which doesn't go away until you die. Which I like, because you don't have to be so fucking close to the enemy. Especially helps with the bats. Whee! Dun 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 dun, fuck you in the balls. You suck cock. Go up. Going up. Your phone. Thanks. Got killed. Alright, there. I got something to hold it in place. Okay, these bats are pissing me off. Let's see how far back I go. Continue. Yes. Prior to the beginning. No, I'm back here. That's convenient. So let's do this right without fucking up. Like, I'm not gonna fuck around with you, zombie. So this game is better than the first two. I didn't see how far back you go when you continue in the second game. Because every time I died, I sage selected. But in the first part, you go back to the fucking beginning of the stage. And the stages are long and hard, and they're like an erection. Yeah, obvious joke, bad joke. Like all my jokes. Ah, you stupid bat! Go to hell, zombie. You go to hell and you die, stupid zombie ass. And you can fucking poop. So this is one of the better Castlevania games I've played. Ah. It's Count Floyd. You don't remember SCTV, do you? Or Space Ghost or Cartoon Planet Space Ghost. They used to show clips of fucking Count Floyd. Wasn't it like Eugene Levy who played like this cheesy horror host named Count Floyd who'd show all these shit movies? Like, I think he's supposed to be like, if you don't live in the... There's a local horror host. I think he's still on. He's on one of those local channels called Svengoolie. You might have heard of him. He's like a local horror host. That's who he's kind of trying to be. If you ever saw Gremlins 2, it's kind of a similar kind of situation with Al Lewis, his grandpa on that. That movie's awesome, by the way. Gremlins 2, yeah, that movie is awesome. It's got Christopher Lee in it. Hey, speaking of Dracula, Christopher Lee. Truth be told, I've never seen a Hammer horror film. What the hell just happened? I've seen like clips of him because I've seen Angry Video Game Nerd watch him. His reviews. Ah, this is just like something out of Moonwalker. I mean, yeah, Moonwalker. The fucking Michael Jackson game. Ass! On second thought, don't go that way. It's fucked up. I hate enemies he can't hit. Don't you? Oh, I don't have to go that way. That's good. No, that's good. Ah, fuck you, bat. Just for him to kick your ass. I'm gonna whip your ass, you stupid fucking bat. Yeah, I'm gonna whip the bat's ass. Gotta love respawning enemies, especially when they hit you. Oh, come on, fucking ghost, don't hit. Aw, oh, fucking ghost! Let's see how far back I go now. Probably back to that other area. I'm back here. Well, I would continue playing this, but I have other games to get to, so yeah, this is where I'm gonna stop. Pretty good game, I must say.